The biggest question for Miami going into this season is not how good is Carson Beck going to look coming off that elbow injury. It's not how improved is this team going to be on the defensive side of the football. The biggest question for the Hurricanes this season is can they sustain success under Mario Cristobal? Miami hasn't had back-to-back 10-win seasons in 22 years. And ever since Larry Coker, the past couple of Miami head coaches, they'll peak, they'll win 9, 10 games, and then they'll fall off the year after. The closest head coach that Miami has had to having sustained success was Mark Richt. When in his first season, he went 9-4. His second season, he won 10 games. And after that, the program fell off a cliff. Mario Cristobal has a proven track record of being able to win. He won at Oregon. He won the Pac-12. He won a Rose Bowl. He knocked off Ohio State one time on the road. And last season, he showed a lot of growth. Although Cam Ward did mask a lot of deficiencies with this team this offseason, he fixed everything that held back Miami. You get a new defensive coordinator in Corey Heatherman who replaces Lance Guidry. You spent a lot of money in the portal to improve that secondary. You got 4 out of 20 of the highest rated defensive backs from this past portal cycle. You got Xavier Lucas from Wisconsin. You also got Jacoby Thomas from the spring portal cycle out of Tennessee. So not only is your secondary really good, but your defensive line is also stout as well. And Carson Beck, although he's nothing close to Cam Ward, and I doubt he will be as good as what Cam Ward is, he should still be good enough with how good the offensive line is and the good receivers that he's going to be throwing to where he should still be able to put up good enough numbers to have Miami competing for the ACC championship. Miami this year, the biggest test for Mario Cristobal is going to be, can he get Miami football to that next level? Because anytime as a Miami fan, it felt like this program was about to break through, finally win the ACC, finally start back competing for national titles again, they end up coming right back down to earth. But in the NIL era, it's never been easier for Miami to get back to what they were in the glory days of the early 2000s, in the 90s, the 80s with Jimmy Johnson and whatnot. This is a make or break season for Mario Cristobal. And you Hurricanes fans have known that I've been heavily critical of this guy. I still don't really believe that he's going to work out, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of a doubt. If Miami can beat Notre Dame week 1, you feel really confident about how things are going to go this season. Notre Dame has a really good team. Most people in the media have them projected to be back in the playoffs. If you start this season off with a win against a potential playoff team, it'll go a long way to defining the tone for what this season is going to be. And Mario Cristobal is a good recruiter. We know the talent is there, but the talent has always been there for Miami. From Manny Diaz to Al Golden to Randy Shannon, Miami's issue has never been talent. It's always been execution and coaching. And they've been in this conference for how many years, and they still haven't won at least one ACC championship. Something has to change this year. Now, I'm not saying it's ACC title or bust for Mario Cristobal, but this team better be in the college football playoffs this year. It went from 4 to 12. Come on now. If you can't get in at 12, are you going to be able to get in at 14, 16? This should be an easy path for Miami getting into the dance this year. There's no excuse. If Mario can't get it done, which y'all all agree that it will be time for him to go, and then you bring in Rhett Lashley or the head coach of Syracuse, you got to bring in somebody else that can maximize all of these resources. At one point, Miami didn't have the best of resources compared to some of the other big blue bloods of this sport. Now you do. Now you're a main player in NIL. You're throwing out a lot of money for the best offensive tackle out of high school. You can buy anybody in the portal. Miami has to come up big this year. I'm not expecting a national championship. Hell, I'm not even expecting for Miami to win the ACC, although that should be the expectations because they are just as good as what Clemson is this year. The talent between Clemson and Miami, you know, there really is no discrepancy there. Miami recruits just as good, if not better than what Clemson has. They've used the transfer portal more than what Clemson has. This is Clemson's first ever year really dabbling in the transfer portal. No pun intended. Miami has to show that under Mario Cristobal, they can build off the success that they had in 2024 with Cam Ward, and they have to be able to maintain that success this year. Because if they come right back down to earth, it would be the 23rd straight year that this program has gone without back-to-back 10-win seasons. And you don't expect that for the amount of money that has been poured into this team and the amount of resources that they've invested into this year's squad. Is all in. It's playoffs or bust for Mario Cristobal and co. You got a great coaching staff. You got a solid quarterback. You got arguably the best team, the most talented roster in the ACC. This is a top 10 roster in college football heading into this year. Anything less than a playoff berth means that Mario Cristobal should lose his job. Eventually, Miami's going to have to find a head coach who can get this program past this ceiling of just capping off at 10 wins. Do you Miami fans like me believe that this program is more than capable of being a 10-plus win team on a consistent basis? I do. And if you don't, then it further shows how this program has truly fallen for what they used to be. I don't believe that the ceiling for Miami football is 10 wins. I don't believe that the ceiling for Miami is a New Year's Six bowl game. The ceiling is being a consistent contender for the ACC, constantly being in the ACC title game, and always being a lock to be in the college football playoffs with the access that you have to local recruiting. The majority of the nation's best players come from within Miami's backyards. You can scoop them up. Yeah, a few may slip through the cracks here or there, but the guys who do slip through the cracks, you can get guys from everywhere else. California, Texas, it really doesn't matter. Miami should be able to sustain success in 2025. Anything else but a 10-win season or better, appearance in the CIP, means that Mario Cristobal should get the pink slip and get his key card access to the Miami Hurricanes football facilities revoked.